Breaking news today. The Seahawks are unlikely to franchise tag Kenneth Walker. And with anybody with a brain, this is obviously not going to happen. Unless, now, hear me out here. The coming up this weekend in Indy, there's the combine. So this is where the agents of all the players meet with some of the teams, and they can kind of finagle their way, a little bit of tampering, if you will, to get themselves a better contract for their players, or try, do what they can. They're businessmen. This is what they do. This could not work out in Seattle's favor, because if some of those teams go and they say, I want a Kenneth Walker, we just, not because of his play on the field more than because I don't know if he is a top 5 back in that essence, but just for, he's an MVP in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, that'll sell some jerseys. They want to be able to get up there in the week 1 press conference and be like, go buy this jersey. Now, if I'm in Seattle, I completely understand why we're not doing the franchise tag, because the value of the running back is completely diminished unless you are either Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, or Derrick Henry. You're not going to be getting a crazy amount of money. But I still do believe that Kenneth Walker deserves upward of 10 million, maybe even 11 a year. I just don't. Just look at this quarterback market for a second. You're paying Sam Darnold 33 mil or some shit like that. If you want to get in perspective on that, I think Kyler Murray is making more than that, as well as Deshaun Watson and Kirk Cousins. So, what the fuck, Seattle? Give them at least a 2-year deal. Give them the Saquon treatment. Unless they're planning on using that money somewhere else, I don't see why they won't give him the money he deserves, especially since he kind of carried that offense into a Super Bowl. Now, speaking of the combine, the draft is on its way, and with that coming up, we always kind of have a lock on the first overall pick every year, and this year it's none other than Fernando Mendoza going to the Raiders. Now, the Raiders have had a quiet offseason, to say the least, and I think that this might kind of add a little bit more to that fire. I like the coaching hire. I like the team. Hopefully they can figure out the whole Max Crosby situation. They have a lot of good young studs on that team. So let's just keep a positive note on that. Unless they can't fix their O-line, then they're fucked. I'm going to take this third segment here to kind of just explain a little bit of why I'm doing this. First and foremost, I enjoy talking about sports and just kind of bullshitting. I will be doing more than just NFL in the future, but right now I'm just kind of trying to get the ropes underneath me. Two, I don't think that the national media really cares about the West Coast too much. I think they're very East Coast driven, or Chiefs, or Cowboys. If you talk to a lot of sports fans, they'll tell you that. But third and foremost, I need these videos to kind of just share to my friends more than anything, and try and get them to do them with me, because they are very pussyfooted about everything, and they're going to see this, and I hope that they do, because it'll light a fire in their ass. Maybe they'll actually want to come and try and help me, and do something fun for once, because they're all kind of just acting depressed and lonely and sad. All right, with that being said, let's end this on a positive note. Go do something great for somebody. Have a good day.